come from this nation, Ambazonia. I come from this country, the great country, Ambazonia. Originated from the country, we have suffered from the hands of the universe. We have suffered I come from this nation, Ambazonia. I come from this country, the great country, Ambazonia. Originated from the country, we have suffered from the hands of the universe. We have suffered
Good day, the good people of Ambazonia. Good day to you all, the great people of Ambazonia. What is it that creates a Mandela? What is it that creates a Martin Luther King? What is it that creates someone like Christ, a Castro, a Che Guevara? What is it that even creates someone like an Obama? But what is it that also creates people like Paul Biya, Ediongute, and Atanganji Paul, the Bulu terrorist? What is it that creates traitors? What is it? Why will some give their lives to free others, while others use their lives to become traitors, to destroy, to kill, to rape, to render others poor, dispossessed. What is it that creates an Ivo, an Ayaba, an Efang, or even someone like Asu, Mama Wale, Cecilia Mabo, woman of God? What is it? What is it that created Julius Nye, a Sheikh Harvey? What differentiates human being? Why are some so caring while others become so evilish? What is it? What makes you, you? What is it that drives you? What is it that makes you wake up in the morning? What is the essence of your life? At the end of it all, what would you say you have left behind? How did you use your life? What did you do with it? This is the essence of my talk today. In the history of the Ambazonian people, throughout our history, there is no one that has done, there is no one that has dedicated his life or her life to serve the Ambazonian people. No one has committed their life for the complete liberation of the Ambazonian people than General Efang. The Ambazonian nationalist hero, the Ambazonia Defense Forces Supreme Commander General Efang, served the Ambazonian people, served the Ambazonian liberation with honor and pride. He elevated and concretized the Ambazonian nationalism to new heights. General Efang built and left behind what no one else has ever done before. I'm here to inform all of you the death of a hero. I'm here to inform the Ambazonian people and the international community of the death of the Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Efang. 2 weeks ago, as the leader reported, the Cameroon terrorist occupation military made several attempts to invade the Ambazonia Defense Forces headquarters in Momo. Unsuccessful. It was an intense battle, but through the devilish acts of traitors and enablers, few of the Cameroon military succeeded to infiltrate. In the course of that, they battled the various layers of security we have put in place. They had some breakthroughs that led them, the chief of AY and his networks led the Cameroon military to the innermost circle of our headquarters, where they battled the Supreme Commander and his deputies for hours into the core. He made a breakthrough. He confronted them, challenged them, and they had a pushback. In the course of that, he survived, sustained a serious injury. Our underground medical facilities we have created. Our staff, medical staff, provided treatment was insufficient. As the leader stated, the general was moved to a secure location where he got treatment. And he was moved back to a safe place, far away, well secured, well guarded, with several layers of security. As the leader stated, an emergency surgery was needed to save the general's life. The forces moved the general and traveled hundreds of kilometers, brave all odds. The general got the surgery. They moved him back and still travel and brave the odds and travel hundreds of kilometers towards secure locations. A few days later, as the leader stated, the situation demanded an urgent medical attention. The facilities we had were still not enough. They had to move the general back to the hospital and brave those odds and travel the same distance. Obviously, the enemy's intelligence networks, they probably have picked up intelligence of the movement of forces or where the general had received treatment. The Cameroon terrorist occupation forces succeeded, stormed the hospital where the general was on the surgical table receiving treatment. They picked up the general and whisked him away in the armored cars. based on the fact that this was a hospital, our forces and intelligence operative sneaked the General in to make sure no one knew who he was and who was in that environment. When the colonial military or the colonial terrorist military invaded the hospital and whisked the Supreme Commander away, they wrapped him in the surgical blankets. Doctors were arrested. Nurses were taken away. They took him to upstation in Bamenda, where the Supreme Commander went through intense torture. They tortured General Efang until he became unconscious. They did everything humanly possible in terms of torture. They got no intelligence. The general said no word. They continued torturing him. He became unconscious. They went back. The terrorist bee went back to the hospital, arrested doctors and nurses, and forced them at gunpoint to provide treatment to the general. Once the general regained consciousness, they sent the doctors and nurses away, and they continue with the torturing. They tortured the general until he died. Here is what Cameroon wanted to accomplish. Cameroon thought if they took out the Supreme Commander, then it will be the end of the resistance, and it will be the end of the ADF and the end of the conflict. That is the greatest mistake Cameroon has made. We build a force that is completely decentralized. It has multiple centers of power across the Ambazonia territory, with the knowledge, with the understanding of how Cameroon thinks and how they operate. The same day they killed the general by torture, the Ambazonia Defense Forces in Bamenda, from several brigades, launched a major operation that evening and took out one of the most expensive armor car that the Cameroon military have. And 7 of Cameroon bees were killed on the spot in Bamenda. Secondly, the Ambazonia Defense Forces is undefeatable, it's unchallengeable, it's unopposed. It's the way it's designed. Have they dampened the spirit of the Ambazonian people? Not really. Have they shaken our resolve? No. Have they weakened our commitment? Hell no. We are more stronger, more resilient, more committed, more defiant, and more focused than any time before. Today, as you have been informed, our forces in the state of Donga carry out an economic sabotage operation against Cameroon and destroyed millions of CFA to intensify the cost of occupation. The armor car we destroyed in Bamenda a few days ago cost $500,000. In a few seconds, Cameroon went into a deep hole financially. They lost 7 of their top B soldiers. This is who we are. If we face a crisis in one state, another state will make us smile. If there's a problem in Mezan, Bui will make us smile. Donga will make us smile. If there's a problem in Fako, Meme will make us smile. Ngoketunja will make us smile. Mani will make us smile. Meme will make us smile. This is who we are. We are tough and we are resilient. Cameroon occupation in Ambazonia has come to an end. No matter what they do, no matter who they kill, Cameroon will not come back. There is nothing that will bring back Cameroon in Ambazonia. That's what Mr. Bia must know. That's what Diongute must know. That's what Atangaji must know. That's what the colonial senators, parliamentarians, colonial administrators must know. We have a message to the colonial CPDM elites and cartel in the Mogamo area. Every single one of you, including the chief of Ewa, that was involved to provide intelligence and leak the location of the Supreme Commander. As he has gone down, so will you too. Let me make this very clear to everyone. All those who participated and collaborated with the Cameroon military, including the fund and the networks of traitors, as the Supreme Commander has gone down, so will you too. The Ambazonia Defense Forces will clean out the network of traitors in Mogamo and anywhere else in Ambazonia. including the Efang, who has escaped and is hiding in the B base in Bamenda. Lastly, we will intensify our resistance campaign, and all colonial CPDM elites, all colonial administrators will be part of the target of our resistance campaign. They couldn't fight our forces. They couldn't fight the Supreme Commander when he was alive. They can only torture him when they knew he was injured and receiving treatment in the hospital. That's what cowards do. That's what drunkards do. The resistance will intensify. Our resolve has been strengthened. Our commitment to do whatever it takes to end the remnants of, or whatever is left of Cameroon occupation in our territory. Fellow Ambazonians, now wait till they create someone where they give a life for free on people then. Now wait till they create a Mandela, a Martin Luther King. Wait till they create someone like Jesus Christ. Wait till even they create someone like an Obama. Now wait till they create an Ayaba, an Ivo, an Efang, for dedicate their lives, for sacrifice their lives, for give their lives, for liberate, for free, for bring dignity for their people. Now wait till they create someone like a Julius Nye, a Mami Wale, a Cecilia Mabo, a woman of God, the Iron Lady. Wait till they create people them like the Amber Lady. Wait till they create a Sheikh Harvey, a PK. Wait till they even create someone like the ASU, who are they in front of now. But now wait till they also take a human being and make it like a phobia for destroy, for kill, for burn Big Mami them alive, burn entire communities. Now wait till they create traitors like the Capo Daniels and all other Ambazonian traitors. Now wait till they create those kind of people. Why some people then, they could be full of kindness. In the middle of this war, we see people them like Justice Aya Paul, the Aya Abine. They go right inside bush for sacrifice their own lives for care for our people then. While others, they find those same people that they inside bush for kill them. What will be the difference where it make the difference in human beings. The Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Efang, now the finest Ambazonian nationalist hero. The ADF Supreme Commander, General Efang, he be served the Ambazonian people them and the Ambazonia liberation with honor and pride. He elevate and he concretized the Ambazonian nationalism and bring them for a place where no one not been ever take with it. General Efang, he built and left behind which no one else not be ever, it don't ever do for the Ambazonian people. I want to tell all the Ambazonian people, Papa, Mommy, brothers, uncles, and friends of Ambazonia. So General Efang died through torture. As the leader tell Una a few days ago, the Battle of Momo will take place 2 weeks ago. It not be easy. What forces the fight until black legs of the Mogamo cartel, the snake La République du Cameroon beats them during the battle. They carry some of them, enter with them through all kind of places them for go show the inner circle of our fighters. Our fighters, they battle them out until the chief and the Mogamo cartel, they carry the bead, and while the fighting they go on, carry some beads them, they go show them the core of the general. Even when they show a location, he and the forces what they did for the inner core, they wipe the La République du Cameroon and shoot their way out. In the course of that, the general will be seriously wounded. Even when he will be seriously wounded, he battled away and he come out to the ring of fire with his forces, with his bodyguards, while the other one, they fight for keep the military away and for push back. As will be reported then, the Supreme Commander, he survived. The underground clinics, we don't put on, they start for provide treatment. We realize and say the treatment not be enough. An emergency medical attention for better and well-equipped hospital, it will be needed. They get to move the Supreme Commander, the forces, they get to brace and take all the risk. Move the Supreme Commander for place where he get urgent and proper treatment from a specialist. They succeed. Take he enter inside one hospital. They provide the treatment. The forces, they get to take the risk. Travel hundreds of kilometers. Bring it back to a place where they keep the Supreme Commander with high protection and high security. 2 days later, the situation be bad. They be need an emergency surgery. They not fit do am for underground clinics. The need for carry enter inside hospital. We get the kind specialist for save your life. Our forces, they still take the risk. Carry the Supreme Commander and travel hundreds of kilometers and bring it overnight. Take it through the back doors. Enter for hospital so that no man no go know who they don't bring them inside. Then they lie low for grass. The doctors, they give their best. They do their best. They provide the surgery, provide the treatment, ultimately they find. The forces, they go for still carry the Supreme Commander. Travel back to safe location with maximum security. A few days later, conditions start bad. They require medical attention from a specialist. Una begin them. Una forces. For the love for the get them for the general and the love for the get them for the country. For the mission we una send them to do them. They still take the risk. Carry their general. Travel hundreds of kilometers. Take all kind of risk. Go back. Make the general the Supreme Commander. He receive treatment. The informants, the blacklegs, the Mogamo cartels, they don't only provide intelligence to the occupation forces. Once the general be there on top table for treatment, as the forces they bring for that place, they don't enter back for back bush, they lie low. For when me treatment finish, they can take it. So that alarm, they don't create alarm for the hospital. Because one text message will go out. The colonial armor cars, they storm the hospital. And as soon as some of you see the video, they arrest the doctors. For that table of surgery, with the Supreme General did for surgery, for a condition, and so the Cameroon military, the whiskey away. The carry go for Bamenda upstation. The torture, they not get any intelligence on me. They do all kinds of them with the condition of the wounds and the surgery we don't get them. They torture you until you become unconscious. They send 2 more cars. May they go arrest all the doctors for hospital and nurses. Bring them for force the doctors and the nurses under gunpoint. Make the provide treatment and for bring General Efang back to life. The doctors and nurses under gunpoint, they provide the treatment and they bring General Efang back to life. When they carry the doctors and they come out, we drop them back to the hospital. Now the doctors, they be totally traumatized by the terror where they don't see them. these terrorist bees for upstation, they continue with the torture of the Supreme Commander. They torture him until he die. Wetin Cameroon, if we want do am, Cameroon believe say if they succeed to take out General Efang, after more than 100 attempts, they don't fail. So if they take out General Efang, the fight will stop. The resistance will stop. ADF will be weakened. And therefore, the quest for the Ambazonian freedom will die. Now the biggest mistake that Cameroon don't make. Because what Cameroon don't know, I say, the power of ADF, they're not for one place. ADF headquarters, yes, it is for Momo, but we don't create many layers of headquarters because we understand the thinking system and the way Cameroon work. That's why we distribute the power of our leadership structure on the ground. So that if Wahala, it is for one place, the other place, it will make we happy. If Momo get problem, if fire plenty for Momo, Bui go stand strong. Ndonga go stand strong. Bamenda go stand strong. Meme go stand strong. Fako go stand strong. If we be weak for one place, the other place will make we smile. We understand. Cameroon, their biggest mistake. Now for take a person will not be fit for fighting only their life. They don't try for fighting more than 100 times. They don't succeed. The cowards and the drunkards, they be fit for Getty. Now for a surgery bed. They be fit for Getty. Now for the surgery table. And then they torture it to death. Wetin General Efang una pikin. He don't do it for una. He don't build it for una. He be prepare. We don't prepare for these days, for these events, for these moments, for these kind of things. Because we don't decide to give our lives for the freedom of the Ambazonian people. General Efang decide for commit a life, for sacrifice a life, for dedicate a life, for give the Ambazonian people them freedom, dignity, and hope. Wait till you don't do it for we. How far you don't take the resistance, the pride and honor we don't give for the Ambazonian people there. That's something when I moment this for all we, for be filled with pride and honor. For waiting we don't do it for all we. How far you don't take the liberation, the forces we don't build them, the institutions we don't build them, the name we don't give we. The leader tell we say, a liberation struggle is not a walk in the park. As a people, we will be tested. The enemy will test we. For see, if we be serious. So one freedom. And you must stand firm. You must stand strong. In the most difficult of circumstances, not lose your hope. Because the moment you blink, the enemy win. General Efang don't give you which you be asked for. Now at the moment for you for continue on top of what he'd already give you. You no go continue from nothing. Now you fit stand and start from place where it fall. Pick the race with defiance, honor it. And the best way for honor the general, not through your actions. The best way for show how grateful you be for what you don't do and for all way, not through your commitment for the purpose, for the mission, for continue the work. The force is to be strong, and that's why the same day where they torture you until you die, when the forces they go out and take out the most expensive Cameroon ammo car. They plant the biggest bomb for Bamenda and destroy the most expensive Cameroon ammo car, where it costs $500,000, more than $1 billion CFA. And they killed 7 of Cameroon B them. As you don't report them for today, the operation where the forces don't carry and for Donga today. We don't destroy hundreds of millions of CFA of equipments for increase the cost of occupation and for make the cost unbearable to Cameroon. The Ambazonia Defense Forces, it be undefeatable, it be unchallengeable, it be unopposed. Nothing will destroy him. No one. To the Blacklegs and the Mogamo cartel, any person where you participate and collaborate and provide intelligence will lead to the death of the Supreme Commander. As he don't die, so you too, you could pay the price. To the Mogamo cartel, all the people that be responsible for leak intelligence, for collaborate and for provide intelligence to the Cameroon B. On our own day to go come, including the Efang. So, we must stay strong. Cameroon, the presence from Ambazonia don't come to an end. No matter what Cameroon do, whether they go up or they come down, whether they kill this soldier or that soldier, Cameroon no go ever come back from Ambazonia. Mr. Paul Biya must know this. Cameroon no go ever return to Ambazonia. And for all the CPDM elites, as we intensify our resistance campaign against the occupation, we now move out of our territory, because every single one of the member of the CPDM colonial elites and administrators, as we promised 2027, nobody will be spared. We must clean the land and drain the swamp of Cameroon occupation. Any person will be a member of the CPDM elites, of the CPDM party, will be responsible for the genocide on the Ambazonian people there. You too will pay the price. A war of liberation this. We don't stand for end Cameroon presence for our land. Any person will be part of the Cameroon administration, the Cameroon CPDM party, the Cameroon occupation governance. will be a direct target. And according to international law, and according to how liberation struggles that we fight, Ambazonians will make an exception of anybody who will participate for occupation governance. 2024, we will intensify our campaign against Cameroon at all levels. The only thing we will ask our people then, we will show defiance, we will show commitment. At time this, for do it. How you go do it? Pay your liberation tax. All right? Pay your liberation tax. The best way for show your payback and for express your anger on Cameroon and for increase your commitment. Now for find any place where a Cameroon grandstand day burn them down. A Cameroon colonial office day burn them down. Burn down the system where they keep you occupied. Burn down the system where they kill their picking them. Burn down the system where want to subjugate you. Bring down the system when they commit genocide. Take action against Cameroon occupation governance and anything Cameroon. Now you pay back that. Pay back Cameroon. And do everything humanly possible. Whether not for you for carry out that action alone, or now on 2, or on 3, or on 4, when I come together. But the best contribution we make now for increase their contribution to the liberation and to the resistance. All right? I just come today. I say make I can console on a heart, but also assure one. Make a console on a heart, make a comfort on her, and make a console on her. I don't transform my own pain and my own sadness into gratitude. I don't transform my own hurt into appreciation, into more work for the liberation. The best way I feel honor General Efang, and for which I could do from this moment forward to the Ambazonia people, for honor a legacy and for fulfill the promise of independence and freedom to our people. All right? When I get a good night, when I stay strong, we'll be Ambazonia. Victory always. Shake, shake, day. Any of you now, we this thing touch you enough, and you want to make a big contribution for honor the general, contact me. I'll get my number. My name is Lucas Sasso. I said on love, peace, and strength.
I come from this Ambazonia. I come from this country, the great country, Ambazonia. Originated from the country,
All times and places to egg of sea.
We have have suffered from the hands of the universe. We have suffered from the hands of
My general, rest in power and in glory. Make your spirit it enrich always and continue. Make your spirit it continue for battle on and strengthen all the one that will leave them behind. Be honored by your sacrifices, your life, and your service